Really great shape. Soft as anything. Hi you guys, I'm on a roll. I've just done my 101 eye brush tutorial and then re-recorded it because it was too bright. As you guys know, I've been working on my house for the last 2 years and didn't get many tutorials out, didn't do any shopping for makeup, didn't buy any brushes and didn't buy any clothes. But this year I wanted to get some new things for myself, so I've been shopping online, getting stuff from the States, getting stuff from here, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I've bought. In this particular video I'm going to concentrate on the USpicy makeup brushes, which I bought from Amazon. Now the reason I bought these is because I wanted a fan brush. I have one in my kit which I love, but I have none of my own, and I've recently bought some Artist of Couture powders, but I didn't have like that specific brush to apply it with, and so I bought this set as opposed to a specific fan brush, because the fan brush was about £6-7 to £14, but this 32-piece set, which looked really good, cost me just under £19, like £18.60 something. So it came really quickly. It comes in this like crock pouch, which I don't use brushes in pouches. I tend to have them in pots, but that's just me. And there's so many brushes. There's not 32 in here because there's like doubles of some brushes, and I've given them a couple to my sister. I wanted to do a dedicated makeup tutorial just using these brushes to show the quality and what my first reaction is of them. I've got brow and lash brushes, a smaller fan brush, some iPhone brushes which I never use. You've got a couple of thin brushes for lips, a couple more for lips or concealer. Remember, I always say you can use your brushes for whatever you want to, so just because it's a concealer brush doesn't mean you can't use it for anywhere else. A couple of angle brushes, a couple of these flatter brushes that I really love are these, and I gave one to my sister. Then you've got these that I've never used before, which are like just straight cut off the top. Some more angled, very similar to the ones over here, but these ones are just a little bit wider, then getting wider still. And they just go up in size until you get to the face brushes. I've given one of the face brushes, the angled blush brush, to my sister because I've got several angled ones, and I've got these left, but this is the one that I was really after. When you feel them, they feel really soft and they feel really full. So on inspection, they feel really full and really soft on the skin. They don't seem to drag, which is something I always look for. I just make sure that my skin is not being pulled down. It's really important, especially to keep you looking younger longer. Soft here, very full. There doesn't seem to be any shedding. There's nothing on my fingers, and I'm pulling quite hard, which is amazing. The little ones on the eyes feel good, just like I like them. Some of them are stiff, which is what I like in terms of they're very closely compact, and the bristles don't spread out too much. And when I'm applying creams, that's what I like. That's what I mean by stiff. They kind of hold their shape. So when you're working on quite a sort of graphic eye or in a smaller area, you don't want your bristles fanning out too much and you getting eyeshadow everywhere that you don't want it. So that's really important to me. So I've tried just a few of the brushes on the face just like that, and they feel great. So I'm going to try them now properly. I'm not going to be using all of these brushes. You know that I don't like to use a lot of brushes. I just try to use the least brushes I can because it helps save on wash up time. So I was kind of thinking of what look to do. I'm going to be using my new Kiko Skin Foundation. I really love that foundation, and I wanted to show you guys a demo of that. But I think I'm going to do like a grey and blue and pink eyeshadow, just because it's cold, it's miserable, and I want the promise of spring, and I tend to do that a lot around this time of the year, just to lift my spirits a little bit. Before I start, the brushes are all numbered. They have a little number on there along with their branding. I'm applying Kiko's cream eyeshadow number 1, and I'm just going to place that all over my lid. or rather the moving part of my lid. I prefer synthetic brushes anyway. I think they're kinder to the skin, they don't shed, they're softer, and they're easier to clean. I just find any animal hair ones, they can be quite I was going to say touch and go, but hit and miss in terms of whether they're going to be soft enough for the skin. Now I've got really sensitive skin, and some of my bristle brushes and badger ones, they can hurt me and pinch, and I do feel them. I'm using this brush now, which is a sort of a cylinder brush with the top just cut straight across, and I'm going to use that to get some colour in here. I'm taking a grey and I'm just applying that into the crease and keeping that up there. Taking a skin colour on another thicker brush, I'm just going to apply that under my brow. With another silvery grey right underneath, and just deepen that up with that round brush again. I'm just applying a light peachy colour to the top here. I picked up a smaller detail brush now, and using some pink eyeshadow with a wet brush, I'm going to start applying the pinky colour I was after. So now that the pink is on, I'm going in with a glittery shimmery blue. I find these motifs colours you have to build up a lot. I'm just taking a matte colour and just doing the V around it. I've gone as far as I can go with those eyeshadows. I'm just not getting the pigment that I need, so I've now dipped into my Barry M's, and this is exactly the colour that I was looking for. I was really disappointed to learn that Barry M have discontinued so many of their colours, and they've just got like 5, and they're all like neutrals and golds and blacks and silvers, and I just think that they had such a great product. Why would you just take that off the market like that? I don't know. There must have been some issue. I feel bad now because I've got all these Barry M's, and I've got such a large collection of colours which I would love to carry on doing tutorials with, but then you guys are not going to be able to get them, so you know, I don't really know what to do. I don't want to go out and get a whole new set of pigments just because. Touching Barry M number 78 pigment just here, and you are blurry. There we go. Just to give a little bit of a kick. And I don't know what happened to my grey and my spring theme. This is more summer. I feel at this point that I want to clean up under my eyes. I haven't got too much fallout, but there is a little bit there. The eyeliner brush is just like this. It's not one I would particularly use. I prefer them a lot more tapered and longer. Skin needs a really good drink, so I'm using Makeup Forever's Base Eclat Radiant Primer. It's the peachy one. Worst thing is, I'm gonna wash this off as soon as I'm done. What a waste. The 4 foundation brushes, I think they're foundation, but then I'm looking going, are the fan brushes the only blush brushes? And there's powder brushes, so I'm assuming the big ones here are powder and blush. So that's got to leave these 2 for foundation. I didn't give any foundation brushes to my sister. So one is, this one is softer than this one. So that means this is more denser. That's what I mean. Okay. I'm taking my Kiko Liquid Skin Foundation onto my hand. Ooh, I like it. I've never used a brush like this for foundation. Feels really good under the eyes. I'm turning it on its side slightly like that, and it feels good. Definitely a lot more fuller coverage with this than I do get with my brush upstairs. I'm using this every day and this is definitely fuller. Do you know this foundation, you apply it, say for example I use the Damascus Skin Base, which I've done for many of my tutorials, or some of the other foundations I've used, and you notice that it's sticky until I powder, it looks shiny until I powder. This one doesn't, it really goes on matte, and it's very unlike a foundation I've seen before, but it literally just goes on matte. So it means I need very little powder to set this, and that's great because I've got such dry skin that I'm not having to put so much powder on. And for someone like me doing those Kim K kind of contours and stuff like that with all the creams, it just makes my skin so greasy. Within like minutes I'll start breaking out here in oil, I'll get oil here, I'll get oil here, and then you know once the oils come through, even when you use a primer and setting spray, then it just breaks down the foundation from there. So for those of you who like that kind of contouring, this foundation is really good because you can do that with different colours of these without having to put so much powder on. And I definitely do like this foundation. I want to take like a spot brush. So this is a duplicate of the one that I used in the crease where the top is just flat. And I'll just blot those on with foundation. And then I think I will just pat it with the brush. And I won't need to correct. It's better. So I'm going to use the biggest brush now, which is brush number 31 for powder. And I'm using my Inglot matte powder. Usually I need quite a bit of this, but I don't because this foundation really doesn't need that much. While the powder's just doing its thing, I'm just taking a bit of black shadow just to darken my brows. Blush time. I love it when I get to blush. This was my very reason for buying this kit. Okay, this might be just for powder, but I'm using it for blush. Margin blush. I don't feel that's too big. I feel that's perfect for me. Really, really great shape. Soft as anything. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. I really like that. This is my favourite blush of all time. I've said it since 2009 when I started. Margin Blush by MAC is amazing. I love it. God, this is so soft. The Artist Couture shimmer. I don't know what the official name for this. It's Diamond Glow Powder. I have to get used to the rich pigment of this. That is amazing. On a sunny day, that would be like the sun right there on your face. Gorgeous. I love glowy cheeks like anything. I'm putting on House of Beauty Lip Hybrid in Bambli. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please do share it on your social media, leave me a comment and a thumbs up. Check out my essential eye brush video or my festive tutorial that I did over Christmas, which you could wear at any other time. Just lovely, lovely, lovely. Thanks for watching. Take care, and yeah, do hit that subscribe button. Bye.